Let's go. Ladies and gents, when it comes to controversial football clubs, they don't get much more controversial than the two clubs featured in today's video. Far right, hooligans, racists, Nazis. And that's just some of the words aimed at today's home side. The away side today are traditionally known as Stasi FC, cheats according to some, along with some other unflattering words. Now normally we stay far away from anything controversial on the channel, but the fact that an Englishman and an American behind the camera,
how the fuck do you miss that? Are you fucking dumb? Fuck!
Are here in itself might be a little bit controversial.
Alright, so we're in Eastern Germany, which you have to remember after the Second World War, the Americans and the British and the French had the western part of Germany, while the Soviets took over the east part of Germany. So indirectly, it became its own country. It had its own identity as East Germany. Well, throughout the ages, you had the different connections with the Stasi, other political things that happened during the time, and eventually East Germany formed back and remerged with West Germany.
As Ben just said, East Germany was infamous for the Stasi, the secret police who of course backed one of the clubs we'll be watching today. No, ladies and gents, we're not in Berlin today, but Berliner Fußball Club Dynamo are the away team in today's game. Of course, most famously known for winning 10 East German titles in a row. Now, head of the Stasi, the secret police, Erich Mielke, was of course the president of the club. So you won't be surprised to hear that those 10 DDR Oberliga titles are looked back on as being somewhat controversial. There are football clubs that divide cities, there are clubs that divide fans, and then there are clubs that divide an entire country. Chemnitzer FC aren't controversial because of trophies or money or rivalries. They're controversial because their story sits at the crossroads of East Germany, identity, extremism, fan culture, memory. To some, they're a traditional former GDR club, unfairly judged by a vocal minority. To others, they're a symbol of a darker problem within parts of German football. So how did Chemnitzer FC end up here? And is the reputation deserved? To understand Chemnitzer FC, you first have to understand where they came from. For most of the Cold War, the city of Chemnitz was called Karl-Marx-Stadt. Of course, you can see right now a big old statue of Karl Marx. A renamed industrial hub in East Germany, the club itself went through multiple identities, most famously as FC Karl-Marx-Stadt, competing in the East German Oberliga, the DDR Oberliga. They were never the superpower that clubs like Dynamo Dresden or today's opponents BFC Dynamo were, but they were respected. And then came German reunification. East German football collapsed almost overnight. Clubs lost state backings, sponsorships disappeared, and many were swallowed up by mismanagement and debt. Chemnitzer FC fell, and they fell hard. And like many former GDR clubs, that fall left behind resentment, anger, and a sense of abandonment. Post-reunification, the area of Saxony was hit brutally. Factories closed, jobs therefore disappeared, and young people left. Chemnitz became a symbol of what many in Eastern Germany felt forgotten, judged, and economically sidelined, and football terraces often became mirrors of society. For a small but visible section of the fans, football wasn't just football anymore. It became a place to express identity, opposition, and protest. Now this is important. Most Chemnitzer FC fans are not extremists. Don't get carried away, but extreme groups increasingly use the club's fan culture as a platform, and that's where the controversy truly begins. Ladies and gents, here we go again for the final time in 2025. We're about to make the long trip to Germany. Now this trip might be a little bit unorthodox, slightly edgy, maybe even controversial. We've got a big old St. George's cross and a Union Jack hanging proud on this building. And believe it or not, in 2025, that's controversial in itself. So today's two clubs we're going to be watching definitely do fall under the controversial category. But this is football paradise, where more importantly, we sink a few beers and have some fun. So let's go and meet the American and the German who will be joining me today on today's trip. Here we go, let's bloody go.
In my life, there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now, I've traveled so far to change this lonely life. I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me.
Oh God. Sorry, mate. Good. Oh, he's got the beer. He's got the beer. And here he is, the American. The American. I'm back.
Don't wanna be an American idiot.
Right guys, we were just speaking on the way to have a piss, how there's a lot of things that are better in Germany than in England or Britain compared to, and America, obviously with our American friend. But charging €1 for a piss. €1. Is this a thing in America?
Absolutely not. I mean, it's almost...
I didn't even pay for my piss. You paid €2 so we could both enjoy the pleasure of relieving ourselves from urine. And €2 is a joke.
It was a pleasure. It was the price I paid.
We didn't
to have
relieve
you stand
ourselves
next
in
to me.
that way. Not that there's a problem with that, of course.
You know, every country does it their own way. It's different, but
Yeah.
no.
So we're about an hour and a half late to Chemnitz. As you can see, the weather is a little bit cold. It's a little bit snowy. Right guys, here we go. We've made it to the hotel. Now I booked a different hotel, a cheap and cheerful budget hotel. Ben said, don't worry, I've got the hotel covered.
Be quiet, you forgot your beer. Here you go.
Dankeschön. So, the Englishman, the American...
Who took him to Burger King last time?
The American who took him to Burger King. People wanted you to show me a little bit more culture, and I can't give you credit for this, because this is obviously a Marx-Stadt beer.
Show that. I brought a case of beer.
You did? Do we know where this beer is from? Mr. Cultured American.
So we got the Chemnitzer, it's from Chemnitz. And we got the Bayreuther, which is from Franken, which is from Bayreuth. And
Didn't understand any of that, but it sounds good. But now we actually have the German. Karl-Marx-Stadt, what have you done in there? Hello. But Matze is obviously, is this my beer?
Yeah.
So you've brought us some Marx-Stadt,
Yes,
obviously named after Karl-Marx-Stadt.
true, yes.
And
Yes.
you like this beer? It's good?
It's very good, yes.
Good.
Let's do it.
So this is like the start. Have you ever seen the film Hangover? Hangover.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is how the hangover begins. We all start like this.
You mean I wasn't allowed to roofie our drinks?
That's why he's kept the lid on. So Prost.
Prost.
Actually,
Prost.
you have to do it like this, don't you, in Germany?
Wait, does that mean we are a three-man wolf pack?
Three-man wolf pack?
Let's do it. Archie, we miss you.
Let's do one more for Archie. For Archie. One more for Archie.
One more for Archie.
Let's go.
Do it.
Guys, we're obviously at the Christmas market. I've got a steak roll. Oh, it looks beautiful. Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. Beautiful. Sehr, sehr schön. In January of 2019, Chemnitzer FC officially held a tribute before a Regionalliga match. The man being honoured was Thomas Haller, hopefully I've said that right, a known neo-Nazi and former member of the far-right group, the HooNaRa. Kind of obvious what that stands for. Now, we used some bold words at the start of the video. Hooligans, racists, Nazis. Now let's not let that fan group define our experience here today in Chemnitz, because of course they come under criticism when the club itself acknowledged the death of the leader of that fan club, the HooNaRa. That opened doors to for people to kick off, basically. It didn't do the reputation of the club any good. Off the back of that, I spoke to Matze. There's been stuff sent around by the ultras, no political statements in the ground. It's about the football, it's about the beer, it's about enjoying the good times. Now last week, I think Chemnitz lost 4-0. Yeah. A derby game, they lost 4-0, but we're here. The English, the American, the tourists are here. Let's bring some good luck. I've got the show. Ben, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's bloody go. Let's go, bro. Other German clubs had extremist incidents. We've mentioned a lot of the East does hold different political values from the left. Of course, we're all products of our environment. People growing up in a communist country, of course, held a lot of resentment and went the other way. Obviously, the image has been tarnished, but that's something they can't just overcome overnight. And essentially, guys, we're going here looking at the lighter side of things, but of course, acknowledging some of that controversial history, seeing if today we experience anything slightly controversial. I very much doubt so, and hopefully we can portray both Chemnitzer FC and BFC Dynamo. I'm butchering these pronunciations. Hopefully we can portray these clubs in a more positive light, whilst of course acknowledging some of their wrongdoings. So here we go, let's get the beers in and let's head to the bloody stadium. Again, the problem is with the old Karl-Marx-Stadt beer is these guys are pissing. This is their 5 pisses on the way to the stadium. It really goes straight through you, the Chemnitzer beer. I'm still going, I'm doing fine. I've got the British bladder, it can handle this.
Get a nice Prost.
Boomerang, bro.
So Matze said the beer was not the best, so maybe us tourists can try. The American likes it. Your standard of beer is Budweiser, so your standard of beer is terrible.
We also have Coors Light,
Which is shit as well, right? Prost.
Prost.
Let's go. So what is this?
Feldschlösschen.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Feldschlösschen. And it is pretty good beer. It's not too bad. It's sort of middle.
It has like aftertaste, a little bit bitter.
Bit like a Budweiser.
You know,
the pissy
as someone
taste.
who's been to Paderborn, I can say,
oh,
I'm sorry, Paderborn.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Sorry.
Let's rank
this.
one step above the Paderborner Pilsner.
So close to the pitch. Holy shit.
Meter 7 begrüßen wir Tobias!
So, was kostet das?
I paid €5 because I gave a tip, but I think it was
Because he's a bloody American.
€4?
And they have to tip all the time, even though it's my money. Ladies and gents, I don't know if you can see in the corner, but that is the away section. The BFC Dynamo, BFC Dynamo. They've only brought about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 40 people. This is a Friday night game, a Freitagabend Flutlichtspiel. No far-right activism, no tension, only good vibes here in Chemnitz. Have we mentioned about subscribing to your channel yet?
Yeah, you guys should. I'm a you know, a young channel doing history stuff, but if you like that kind of stuff, check it out.
If we could represent your channel with a fan base, it would probably be the BFC Dynamo fans over there. A little bit low at the moment.
Well, I mean, for your British audience, I did a whole episode on the war graves.
We started. The game's kicked off.
Oh, let's go.
Tip for Hoyter.
Chemnitz 2-1.
2-1. I'm gonna say 4-0 Chemnitz. Right, guys, we've got a banner going on over there in the Ultras block. Obviously, I shouldn't really be filming, but we're quite far away. Maybe we're going to get some pyrotechnics. No pyro, no party. Pyro. I can't remember the German pronunciation.
So, unfortunately, Chemnitz has some recent controversy.
More controversy.
So, Erzgebirge Aue is obviously the enemy of every East German club for some reason, even though I think they have a cool stadium.
As well as Dresden.
And purple's a cool color. Well, Dresden's their own beast. We'll talk, yeah. So anyway, apparently some Chemnitz fans went to Erzgebirge Aue and beat up a man in his house and his wife and took their scarves. Which, is that correct?
It's not known who it was. And also it's a very, very bad. You steal the banners inside the stadium. You do not waiting for someone in front of their house and beat a man and a woman in front of the child up. So.
Nuremberg recently did it to Nuremberg fans.
Can we just confirm it's not Matze?
Yeah, it wasn't Matze. It was not Matze.
It was not me.
He is the ultra. If the Stasi police, you're looking for this man right here. No, I'm just kidding. He is the old Stasi.
So, as we said, we came here to eradicate any form of controversy with Chemnitzer, and Mats has just told us that somebody's been beaten up. So it's not going too well.
I wouldn't say that's Chemnitz bad. That's more the ultra culture. They do that sometimes. It's unfortunate, but it's part of the game, you know? Don't be part of the group if you don't want to fight the battle.
Yeah, okay. We need to be careful then.
Yeah, I mean, we're not part of the group, but...
We've not got the microphone on. It's not Chemnitz that's stolen the banner.
Well, it's unknown, but just correction, we're not sure it's Chemnitz. I don't want any controversy.
So if any controversy happens, direct it to the American.
Direct it to Matze. He's the source. He's the source of the information.
The head of the Stasi. Eric Matze.
Eric Matze, huh?
15,000 capacity, guys. Obviously, it's not full today.
Doing ground hopping. So right now, the German ultra groups are doing a protest because of the changes in the security measures, and they're not agreeing to it. So there's 12 minutes of silence from both Berlin and Chemnitz. And we'll see that in every game.
I thought the atmosphere was just really bad, so we are staying quiet deliberately for the 12-minute mark. Once we get to 12 minutes, I want to see pyrotechnics, I want to see fighting, I want to see the American and the Brit having a scrap.
I'll be like that British guy in your video. You wanker!
Guys, 12-minute protest is over. Pyrotechnics going. Oh yes.
Schönes Momentum, dass die Südkurve stimmungsvoll zurück ist in diesem Spiel. Leider bleibt aber auch weiterhin das Abhängen von Pyrotechnik und das war der gefällt euch.
confused because you started to cheer then. I think.
Yeah, you caught me there.
One too many beers for Mr. USA.
Yeah, I'm just happy for the game.
Not a good start for Chemnitz.
No, not at all, not at all. But I was just happy for the game, and I realized, fuck, I can't cheer that.
But you said Zwijangst. You said 2-1. That's your tip. I said 4-0, so that's not happening.
Well, it could happen for Berlin. You never said who.
Right guys, so we are off for food after this game, but I thought as a Bochum fan, I need to try the currywurst. So here we have some nice East German currywurst mit Brötchen with bread. It looks nice, smells nice, let's taste it. Beautiful, wunderbar.
Oh, come on!
Corner ball! Here we go!
Noch einmal der eindringliche
Shut the fuck up.
Oh! Oh, good ball, good ball! Oh, it's out wide! It's out wide! Oh! That was terrible.
What the fuck?
4.237 Zuschauer in Rostock. Dankeschön.
You know what Eric Bischoff said? Controversy creates cash.
Yeah, exactly.
Chemnitz have been a bit shit today.
You can have your scarf back.
Oh, Shag! Right, Giggs! Oh, come on! Oh! Guys, it's no wonder the people of Chemnitz are a little bit edgy, having to watch this week in, week out. It's enough to make you angry.
Not good.
I feel like we're back in the 80s, and I feel like we're back under the Iron
I
Curtain.
feel like we're watching Tottenham right now. And it's the same quality.
Get in! Get in!
He's gonna miss it.
Penalty! Penalty!
Penalty for fucking Chemnitz.
Is it?
They're gonna miss it. There's no VAR here. So yes, it is.
Guys, if you want drama, if you want excitement, come to Chemnitz. You might not get it to the very end. Here we go, penalty.
You want drama and excitement?
Let's go, let's go. Here we go. Get ready to celebrate. What a penalty!
Spielminute gemeinsam mit T&T Transporten.
Ladies and gents, it's like watching Brazil, Argentina, Spain.
You could still do the 7-1 scoreline. It's a little late, but...
Und der Spielstand. Chemnitzer Fußball Club BFC. Danke!
Oh! Oh! Penalty! Penalty! Ladies and gents, thank you for watching. It's been fantastic.
It's been it's been an honor, and we love you. Every view we love. And honestly, if you give Rye a like and a subscribe, I'll personally write you a thank you letter in the mail.
Now, ladies and gents, creating an outro, trying to summarise this video at the end has proved to be difficult. Even editing the video has proved to be difficult because I don't want to kind of dismiss some of those controversial things we mentioned at the start. I don't just want this to be a pissed up Brit with a pissed up American enjoying the company of a pissed up German and then just forgetting everything controversial. Of course, we've acknowledged that. But, however, those controversial aspects don't represent every fan of each of these clubs. Of course, everybody has a different outlook on life. Every football fan finds different elements of this beautiful game enjoyable. Some of us don't really like politics involved in football. Some of you hearing that are completely offended and say politics is everything, politics is everywhere. Hey, we're all different. Let's just get along, drink some beer, enjoy the beautiful game, and put our differences to one side for at least 90 minutes. Now, just as not everyone waving their national flag, the St. George's, the Union Jack, maybe the German flag, not everybody waving the flag is a far-right extremist, and not everybody who comes to our country as a foreigner is coming here with bad intentions. We need to obviously stop the stereotyping. We need to just chill out a little bit, enjoy the finer things in life, like I do, and that's the reason why I created this YouTube channel. I'll be honest, I'm not perfectly happy with the way the world is in 2025. I feel like people look for things to be offended by. They search so deep, what can I be offended by? No, that's wrong. And I hate cancel culture. I feel like history is there for a reason. History, albeit controversial, like some of the things we mentioned in this video, it's there for us to learn from, to not make the same mistakes. Life is about learning, but most importantly, life is about enjoying football, the beer, the good times. Hopefully this YouTube channel has that positive vibe and energy. So never feel like we're disregarding the serious aspects. Of course, we're acknowledging all the serious, but we're trying to just enjoy life, guys. We're trying to just chill out, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, hit that thumbs up. If you're new around here, welcome to Football Paradise, a YouTube channel where I travel around, at the moment in Germany, soon Italy, Spain, all around Europe, maybe even the world, of course, sometimes here in England. If that's something you're enjoying, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll only focus on the beauty in the beautiful game. Dankeschön, and auf wieder bloody sehen.
And we love you guys.